Welcome to the Rocky Mountains.
Welcome to open trails and new vistas.
Welcome to stunning Red Rock.
Welcome to the greatest snow on earth.
By the tree of broken glass, where the hope
Welcome to game day fun.
anything could last. So let's go and take the words that we know.
Welcome to the party!
Of thoughtful dreams. But if you listen, you can still hear
Welcome to Pac-12 Sports.
our names, calling out our names.
Welcome to world-class research.
We'll keep on standing tall. This world is in our hands. So get up and grab your
Welcome to the arts.
top, no trap. We are tough as nails. Come on, this is our land.
Welcome to real-world experiences.
We can go to the bridge that crosses over fear.
Welcome to a great education.
Love and what it does to those they hold near. So let's run till the water.
Welcome to new friends.
We can toss our worries far away from our hearts. And if you listen,
Welcome to the time of your life.
not hear them calling out our names, calling out our
Welcome to all you can imagine.
Though we might fade and fall, we'll keep on standing tall. This world is in our hands. So get up and grab and walk and see. Those gray clouds look close, but we have come and gone.
Welcome to the University of Utah.
So get up and grab and walk and see.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the sports complex on the campus of the University of Utah, the home of the running Utes. And in this case, as we mentioned yesterday, the skating Utes. You're joining us for the ACHA National Championship Tournament. I am Steve Coleman, and my voice and color commentator, Boz Achivari.
How you doing? Boss.
Boz.
Yeah, you got it right
All
the first time.
All right, Boz, welcome. On the camera today, my son, who joins me when I travel around and do games. His name is Lane. And we're the regular play-by-play guys for Utah State University in Logan, Utah. We also do games when we're not double scheduled for Weber State University in Ogden, Utah. Both of those schools north of Salt Lake City. And Boz, this has been a fantastic tournament. Today we have our second game that we actually get to broadcast for Michigan State. And their opponent this morning is Toledo.
Yeah, Michigan State needing a lot of help. I mean, they're in a tough spot. They're 1-1 in the tournament, as you can see on the boards. But Toledo's been eliminated from this tournament. Michigan State, they need to win this game, and they need a lot of help. They need ASU and Montclair State. They're playing later today. They need Arizona State to win. They're -1 on goals allowed, so they would need to allow less goals than Arizona State today. And then they need a lot of help with ASU scoring a lot of goals against Montclair State, where Montclair State is actually up 6 goals allowed to Michigan State. So Michigan State, they're not out of it yet, but they do need a lot of help. But most importantly, you don't get in if you don't win right now.
And looking at the Toledo side of the board, Toledo, this is their first visit to the ACHA National since the early 90s. And we're going to take a break, Boz, and have the national anthem.
All right, now, stand, gentlemen, time to remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
So, the national anthem, always a beauty. As I was saying, Toledo, their first visit to the national championship tournament since the early 90s, but it's been a great learning experience for them, talking to their coaches and some of their fans. They were extremely happy to be here and look forward to a return visit next year, which will be in Philadelphia.
A little bit closer to home for them, but I mean, look at Michigan State, Toledo, great group of fans that have come out.
It's been phenomenal. Plus, the people, every person I've talked to, they're happy to have traveled out here. They enjoy the state, enjoy the atmosphere. The tournament's great. So we've been able, it's a long visit. They've definitely enjoyed it. Next year, Michigan State is actually friends with the coach of Utah State, my home school, broadcasting school, where I guess sit in-house. And Michigan State's going to make a trip out to Utah next year.
Why not? We're a little delayed here.
Over the Martin Luther King holiday, so that will be, I'm pretty excited about it, actually.
Yeah. Always nice when you get teams like that come together. Officials fixing up the ice right now.
Oh, it's going to bolster our program.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'm assuming that they're not going to fire me for next season, so.
I'm sure you'll be around.
I was complaining yesterday about being handed 12 rosters and trying to figure out names and no names on jerseys, and it makes it difficult. I mean, it's easier. You know the team, you see how they play. I don't even have to look at the names or numbers when I do the Aggie games. You just know the guys' body styles and skating. You see them skating straight towards you, and you know who it is, and so. Plus all the guys in the West out here, Utah, Weber State, you get to recognize those guys. But it definitely is a good experience, has been for me, to see some of this top-tier hockey and ACHA.
Wasatch Cup, always fun. I mean, that was a fun little tournament they did in January.
They did, and they're looking at the Mountain West tournament was the first year, inaugural year this year. So some good hockey to be played right here.
Yeah.
So for Michigan State, it's it's McSween in the circle, and it's Kujawa for Toledo. It comes right on net, and Rykoff has to send it to the corner. Michigan State out in front in the shot. Rykoff sharp as he holds his ground right along the post. A shot and a rebound. Forrester right off the opening faceoff.
You know what? I expect a physical game today. I mean, Michigan State, of course, they want to get to the semifinals tomorrow. Toledo, they've been eliminated from national, so.
Merritt wins it. It comes to the point. It's off the stick of Goldie and up over the crossbar.
But either way, you want to end your year with a win.
You do, and you also feel you have some seniors out here wanting to play. They're playing their final game and want to put on a good show, even though, at least for Toledo, they're out of the tournament, but.
Good year for them, though.
A good year, and they still want to make a good effort. There's McSween taking a chop to the face. He turns around and collects a number as Toledo scoops it high into the neutral zone. Now, first opportunity for Toledo in the offensive zone, but it's taken right away and cleared down. Off the stick of Peacock. Now upended is Merritt as Toledo works into the zone. Now they get the puck deep. It's going to be held there by Bourne.
Was looking for Bain on that centering pass. He was crashing right towards the slot.
In comes Peacock for Michigan State. But he's poke checked, and it comes to the neutral zone. The captain, Goldie, looks cross ice, instead holds it in. Oh, it looked offsides, but no. Here's a shot, save, rebound, and it's going to be gloved. And shaking his head, saying no, was Rykoff. I love that, buddy. A little bit of attitude with the goaltender. He makes a glove save and just shakes his head. That's an easy one, buddy.
We saw some attitude from goaltenders in our Lindenwood game last night.
Yeah, definitely. We had a broken goal stick. How often do you see that? A big collision with a broken goal stick. Those things don't snap in half very often.
No, not at all.
The shot from the point is sent wide. Off the stick of Stryker. Stryker looks to hold it in. He's not able to do so. Now a hustle for the puck, and Goldie, the captain, sharp on it, able to clear away from the danger. In 2-on-1, here comes Michigan State. Over skating is Van Aker. Van Aker had help screaming down the slot. He overskates the puck or mishandles it. Now Toledo puts their first shot on net. Comes off the stick of Fletcher. And the puck behind Swartz. And worked out of the zone by Maloney. Toledo rifles it right back in. Picking up the puck is Stryker with the head up, reverses direction. And on the far wing, it's Goldie. Goldie works it up the far wall. Now skating through the neutral zone, controlling the puck beautifully is Arsenault. Arsenault works it in, or Van Acker that is. Works it in the corner, spins away from the pressure. It's held there, looking, shooting, and a blocker save, and covering the rebound is Rykoff. Decent shot there off the stick of Sawchuk, as he got a couple of attempts just inside the faceoff circle there.
Rykoff was trying to pick up the puck for the linesman and couldn't get the puck off the ice.
Faceoff in the Toledo zone. First opportunity for D'Angelo in the circle. He wins the faceoff. It comes to the side though. It's going to be taken right away. Here comes Toledo with a burst of speed through the zone. Here comes Swanziger. In the corner, Toledo takes it away. They reverse it. It's Goldie. Goldie behind the protection of the net. Comes around near side. Burst of speed through the zone. And he's ridden out of the play on a gorgeous open ice check by Swanziger. Now late developing 2-on-1 if they hurry. No! Not going to develop, is hustling back. For the Spartans was Suleski.
Suleski kind of give him Swanziger a check. Kind of pay back. Keep your eye on that matchup. Two big guys, two physical guys. Should be a very physical game today as well.
Swanziger rides him out of the play, but that's after Swanziger's beautiful open ice check here in the neutral zone. D'Angelo, and the faceoff sits in the circle. Toledo's going to poke it free and fight for it in the corner now is Pillmore. Side of the net, looking. Oh, he scores! Oh, gracious.
Looks like it went 5-hole on him.
Well, I think he was looking to lift it up into the corner, and he somewhat fanned on it and just skips through the 5-hole. Right along the ice of Swartz, and Toledo strikes first.
I mean, he had an open net chance right there, but the goaltender Schwartz rotated over, had it, and just went 5-hole on him.
I think he was drifting out towards him to try and cut down the angle. I think he expected him to go high glove, and it just didn't happen. Kind of a duff shot, but it slides right under.
Bit of a soft
the stick and in. As they work into the zone, it's Forrester. Forrester, a little smaller, ridden out of the play, knocked down. He's going to pick up his stick, and here comes McSween. McSween works around the defense, looks in front of the net, sends it, shot. Oh, where is it?
He couldn't find the puck. It's in his pads.
It looked like it was in the net. They battle, still fight, still loose. I couldn't see it. Now a shot is knocked behind the net.
You got a Toledo player inside of the net right now.
There's about 4 of them in the net. Now a stick battle as players get sticks up. I thought that slid through. I was ready to scream goal. It looked like it was. Toledo now chips it into the zone. And working out, no penalty, is tripped up on the play was Forrester. He looks at the ref, should have had a call there, gets away with it. Comes in, it's high and wide, off the stick of Uhas. Held in though by the Spartans. They battle for it along the wall. Hewitt digs at it, has the point man instead, sends it back to the corner. Now it's Hewitt again, looks to drag around the defense, and he's poke checked.
Oh, there it was, he had an open net.
Had the open net, had his stick tied up a little bit, didn't get much on it. Now his shot's knocked down at the defense, it comes to the blue line. Shot, kick save,
and there's a penalty
we're going to
coming
have
up.
a penalty out in front, and another save. I'll tell you what, the goaltender for Toledo is on fire, Rykoff.
It looks like Rykoff is having trouble feeling where the puck is. It slid through his pads a couple of times, and he just hasn't been able to find it and kicked it out in front for a rebound
It looks like
opportunity.
it's hitting him in the pads. It looks like the puck's going 5-hole, and the way he stands, you'd think it's gone through the net, through the pads and into the net, but he's covered up both of those. And he's pretty hot here to start the game. At the point now, they send it across. Look, shot and off the crossbar. Deflected off the shot from Fasson. Deflected in front, looked like it may have been tipped by Sawchuk.
Rykoff looks a little shaken up. He was bending over after.
I think that shot got him on the inside of the pad. McSween in the faceoff circle for the Spartan, wins it. Fasson didn't get much on the shot. It's cleared to the neutral zone, but Fasson strong on the puck. Has control of it there. Backpedals a little bit, looks cross ice, sends it to Goldie. Goldie gathers it, sends it across. He misses Fasson. Now Fason's going to have an opportunity. Sends it to Goldie. Goldie with some open eyes. He'll rifle it in. It's going to wrap around the boards. Come to the near side. Fason's going to hold it there. Oh, and a good shoulder check. Comes in off of Kneifel. Maybe no silent K. Kneifel.
Like the soft J jogging.
That's right, buddy. Zaleski sends it across, and through the neutral zone is Fason. Fason fans on the attempt, and that allows Toledo to clear the zone. Again, it's Zaleski. Zaleski sends it across, and back skating beautifully is Van Aker. Now Van Aker works forward. It's into the zone. Toledo first on it. Van Aker with the poke check clears it away. It comes front of the net. The only player there. Number 6, that's Watkins for Toledo. So we still have 30 seconds of power play time, and the Spartans have been unable to get it set up at all, pal.
Yeah, just having issues trying to get the puck into the zone. They tried dumping it in and tried skating it in. Toledo doing a good job standing the power play up at the blue line, stifling Michigan State's opportunities on this power play.
Well, it's going to be Swanziger, the face-off circle, but it's won by the Spartans. Zaleski on the puck, drifts it up along the far wall, now into the zone. Skating is Van Aker. Van Aker controlling the puck, side of the net, looks out in front, nobody there, still has it. Now he's in the near corner, looks at the point where he has Arsenal waiting. Arsenal takes the puck, he'll come back to Van Aker. Cross-ice pass.
Toledo defenseman lost his stick.
Zaleski looks to come out in front, side of the net, still bang at it, still loose, and Rykov makes the flop onto his stomach and gloves the puck, and he looks a little bit hurt, I'm telling you, pal.
Yeah, he does not look good. He hasn't looked good since...
that shot hit him on the inside of the knee, on that left knee, and he's battling it, pal.
Yeah, I mean, those goalie pads have a lot of padding, but every once in a while it finds a spot where there's no padding. It looks like that's what happened, but, you know, you got to be tough if you're going to be a goalie.
Bain wins the faceoff for Toledo, and the Rockets work it through the corner. Held in at the point, though, by the Spartans. Off the stick of number 21, Stryker. Now Stryker has a glove ripped off. No, he rips off the glove of the Toledo player. Now Toledo clears the zone. The power play has expired for the Spartans. They drifted into the zone, and they're on the forecheck. Battles there, and out from behind his net. Hustles Bourne. Bourne sends it along the near wall. Burst of speed. Shot comes in. It's deflected by Swartz into the far corner. Out of the zone. And on the delay, the Spartans take over. Here comes Goldie. Goldie puts it in from the neutral zone, right on net. Punches the puck to the corner, and a dangerous
coming
hook
up to Michigan State
by Merritt as he reaches around and hooks the player there in the corner, and he went awkwardly into the boards. Number 23, Lafreniere, and he's a little gimpy. I'm going to act like I'm French and stick with the French version of that name. Lafreniere. Lafreniere.
Lafreniere, there you go. Had a healthy amount of international players here at this tournament.
I love it. Top of the circle, shot comes in, looking for a deflection. In front of the net was Bain. Comes to the point and it's kicked out by Van Aker. Van Aker hustles, and it's chipped into the zone. Off the stick of Sawchuk. So the Rockets, with 1:40 to work, skip out from behind the net, ride it along the near wall, into the corner, look front of the net, covered there, so they drift it back. Now they'll cycle it in the corner. Van Aker strong on the puck. The Rockets come away with it. Now it's at the point. They cycle it into the near corner again. Now it's cleared as it bounces out of the corner. And Fason able to clear it down. Bourne will set it up behind the net as he works left side of Rykov. They'll send it toward the net. It's well wide of the cage. Now it's worked out of the zone and backpedaling. is Fletcher. Now straight away. They send it to the near wall. Fletcher's at the point. They look at the corner instead. Cycle. Now back along the near wall. Still have Fletcher at the point. Holding the puck. Look at Fletcher. Send it to the corner. Now Fletcher slides over to the far point. They look cross ice. Instead, straight away. And it's knocked down at the defense. A beautiful block by Maloney. Now straight away. They work it to Fletcher. In the face-off circle. Fletcher drifts front of the net. Looking for a deflection. No.
Toledo fans are asking for a shot.
Yeah, they want him to shoot. Here at the point, they hold the puck, send it across, look, shoot, it's deflected, doesn't get through. Held at the point by Weiser. Weiser holds it in right at the blue line. Still looks, sends to the half wall. They look to pass it back to him, fan on it. Now it's Weiser and the Spartans are back at full strength. And the Toledo fans didn't get what they asked for.
Well, Michigan State doing a good job just getting inside of shooting lanes and forcing Toledo to pass it. I mean, basically, you've seen a defensive battle so far. I mean, that goal, the lone goal we saw was a bit of a soft goal. It went 5-hole.
Oh, no.
Huge collision.
Huge collision as they upend Van Aker, and then he takes another check while he's flying through the air. Now Van Aker, a beautiful check as he throws the hip. And it looked like Cronwall coming over and lowers the boom. That's got to be the best check I've seen of the tournament. An open ice check by Van Aker. Beautiful hip check.
Yeah. Physical play, and right now you have Goldie talking to one of the officials about that play where...
So Van Aker gets wiped out over there.
Yeah.
And this is decent play. I mean, it was a completely fair check. Then back with a little bit of grit.
And we'll take a quick break.
Throws the hip check. We'll take a media timeout. We'll be right back.
The 2015 ACHA Men's Division II National Championships on Utah Hockey Game Day Live are brought to you by GreatSkate.com, Gong Show Hockey Apparel, Arrow Sports, the official equipment supplier of the ACHA, Reagan National Advertising, and the Utah Sports Commission.
Our early matinee, 12:02 local time here. Michigan State down 1-0 to Toledo on an early goal from Toledo. We like to thank our host, the University of Utah, the Salt Lake City Sports Complex, the Red Line Hotel, University Marriott Hotel, Le Bus, the official transportation provider of the ACHA National Tournament, and our broadcast partners, which you are watching on Utah Hockey Game Day Live.
Peacock in the circle, bumps the puck forward. Toledo's able to take control of it. They can't clear the zone. Off the strong play of Goldie here in the corner. Now a one-on-one opportunity. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Drop pass shot. Oh, and he didn't get what he wanted on it.
Bit of a changeup on that
Bain
shot.
had a wide open one-timer, and it looks like it came off the heel of his stick and went to the corner. Here's the Spartans. Peacock has it poke check. Now Goldie with an opportunity. Waits, drifts it front of the net. They still wait. Shot, and that's a high riser.
Puck was rolling on Goldie. Couldn't really get the shot he wanted off.
Couldn't settle it. And the Rockets clear the zone. They make a line change and come in, throw a check. They don't bump Arsenal off the play, though. He's able to drift it into the zone. Charging there is Peacock. Toledo on it. They kick it up to their stick in the neutral zone, but out of reach. Now Peacock has a player cross ice. That pass is deflected and knocked down, and the Rockets able to counter. Peacock with the poke check. He controls the puck. Bounce pass off the wall, and now an opportunity. No, as it's nullified. Arsenal looking for the puck in the neutral zone, but it's poked forward by the Rockets. Here comes Gates. Gates for the Spartans. On the forecheck. And behind the net, there's Van Aker. Actually, not Van Aker. That was D'Angelo with the strong play. D'Angelo coming over, forces the pass cross ice. Now D'Angelo on the puck, uses protection of the net. He's going to stand behind Swartz with the head up. Look and work out right side. Oh, the Toledo, I'm telling you, the open ice checks by Toledo are the best I've seen in the tournament, buddy. Riding the play to the wall is Melnick. Melnick on the ice for the Spartans. Spartans hold it in. Look to come out from behind the net. It's cleared away by Goldie. The Rockets send it cross ice, settle the puck, shot, kick, save Swartz. Saw it all the way. They're able to clear the zone. Hustling back for the Rockets is Kinney. Kinney sends it across to his D partner Jones. Jones works it through the neutral zone, but it's taken away. And the Spartans look to counter. Again, here comes Toledo. Into the zone, look, lift the leg, shoot the glove, save by Schwartz.
Both teams doing a good job not giving opportunities or scoring opportunities inside of the slot, forcing shots from the outside or from the point. I mean, great defensive battle from both sides.
A lot of shots from Toledo. Swartz is seeing them all the way, though. They're putting it on net. Maybe a little bit of traffic in front. Oh, here comes Van Aker, looking cross ice. He misses Maloney. Maloney can't hold it in. Toledo sends it down. No icing. Yes, it is an icing. I didn't see the arm in the air. I looked at the ref instead of the linesman. Those big orange stripes don't mean much to me, I guess.
No, yeah, you got to look for the guys without those big orange stripes.
Sawchuk for the Spartans. They send it to the point. The shots come in. Sawchuk jumped the puck, but
Nice
it was
screen.
wide of the net. Arsenault can't hold it in. 2-on-1. Here come the Rockets. Looking, waiting, front of the net. Save Swartz. Oh, an excellent stick handling play by Pillmore as he worked right into the slot. Had a pretty good shot. Toledo's going to hold it in. They work it to the corner. It's taken away there as Arsenault has it. Arsenault still on it. Where he reverses the direction. It comes back behind Suleski. He lets it go. It comes to the point. And a sharp check there as Maloney comes over. The Spartans send it deep. On the forecheck is Sawchuk. If they're going to blow a penalty here, and they're going to call a cross check, and I won't be surprised. They put Maloney in? No, 11 White.
That would be, yeah, Pillmore.
And Pillmore heads to the box, and the Spartans, 13 left in the first period, go on the power play off the cross-checking penalty. Spartans need to put one in here as McSween is in the face-off circle. And Bain takes the counter position. It's at the point, held in there as Fasson sends it along the half wall. They send it side of the net, look out in front, jam it.
Oh, there it
in!
is. Snuck 5-hole. Yeah, he's shaking his head. He couldn't feel it. Rycroft could not feel the puck in between his legs.
I think it may have gone in off a Toledo defender. And just like that, it's a 1-1 game. Bain stays on. Merritt with the puck, and it's going to be offsides. Merritt tangled up there with McSween, and we'll have a neutral zone faceoff. So a 1-1 game with 5:58 left in the opening period. McSwain bumps it forward, and the Rockets will take over. They send it cross ice where Texton sends a beautiful pass across. It was a little hot, and Cherney couldn't settle it. Still behind the net they work. As Bain has it, sends it to the point. Textor sends it behind the net. It's loose in front.
Open net.
Two players down, shot, and that doesn't get through. Toledo banging away. Now the puck set forward. Forrester's going to be first on it. They wave off the icing, but Rykoff is going to come out and send it away from the danger and the pressure. Coming in is Bain. Bain stick handles around the defense. And the Spartans, second effort, work it through the neutral zone. Into the top of the crease, shot and a save. I'll tell you, Rykoff, buddy.
Deflected off of his blocker right into his pads. He had issue finding that again.
So many times I've seen that come off the blocker and deflect down instead of down and into the pads.
Yeah. He's laughing about it right now, but lucky he didn't find the twine behind him.
No, he's made some great saves, but he's been a little shaky, buddy.
You know, very well could be. I mean, tired legs. It's been a long weekend.
Long travel, long weekend. Slap shot comes in, and that's whistled wide. Off the stick of Fasson. Holding in there are the Spartans. Peacock has it. Fans on the pass. Peacock now along the wall. Poke checks it, and it's taken. And on the counter, here comes Fletcher. Fletcher moving in around the defense. Oh, and beautifully. Hip checked away. He was ready to work around Fasson, and Fasson stuck with the play. And upends Fletcher. Fletcher had worked it through his legs and could have danced in. And strong defense by Fasson. Face off in the Spartan zone. The Spartans control. It's going to be Pobur.
Fanned on the pass.
Behind the net. Over to help. Chops at the puck in the corner. Toledo player's going to take it and hold it in. On the second effort, though, puck comes up. Look how fast that came right up at me, buddy.
He might have a Steve Bartman play as someone reaching over the rail.
Yeah, I know. It's hilarious. Now an opportunity is breaking in on the Spartans. 2 on 1. Oh,
backhand goal.
Pass and lifted it right up under the crossbar. Yuha, some fancy stick work, and the Spartans take the lead. It's 2-1.
Nice backhand goal, deke the pass, come back and backhand top shelf.
Oh, that was phenomenal. He fakes that backhand pass, and he still holds the puck there on the forehand and popped it right up under the crossbar.
Tough shot doing that backhanded as well.
Sawchuk wins the face-off. Holding there is Suleski. Suleski banks it off the wall. It's taken by the Rockets. Rockets in the neutral zone. And they try to work through. And the Spartans causing all types of trouble. Now they take it. And Swazinger dumps it in on Swartz. Now Swazinger. I'll never get it right. Swanziger probably. Swanziger finishes his check. Now out in front, the Spartans backhand, and it's tipped away by Rykov. Looking at the net, Van Aker. His shot's knocked down at the defense, but the Spartans hold it into the corner. Knocked down again, and now the Rockets work it forward. They're able to clear the zone and finish their line change. Gibson, ridden to the wall, but sticks with the play, gets the puck deep, which is what he was supposed to do there. With his Spartans will take over. Work it through the zone as Van Aker waits, looks, shoots, and whistles it wide of Rykov. The Rockets near wall. It's on the stick of Weiser. Weiser plays it forward. It's like Weiser, Idaho.
I was waiting for Weezer the band.
Or Weiser. Weiser, Idaho. Let's spell just like that. I love Weiser, Idaho, north of Boise. I've been there many times. Good place if you want to do a little bit of fly fishing. On the Weiser River.
Probably could do it right now. You can do that after the
I'll tell you
over?
what. Yeah, I'll tell you. It's this year with Mother Nature being as messed up as she is. Usually that doesn't start until May, but you might as well go out now. It's 70 degrees here in Salt Lake City.
Sounds like my dating life.
Yeah, it's a disaster, buddy.
Oh no, it really is.
That's not what I meant, but the weather is.
Oh yeah.
The weather and our water situation, but oh well. So Goldie plays the puck. It's deflected. On the centering pass by Stryker. Stryker still strong on the play. Rides his man to the outside, and he has help from D'Angelo. D'Angelo works it up the wall. Now he plays it deep. And the Spartans will make a change. They're going to call an icing as D'Angelo hadn't reached the center line. With 2:03 left in the opening period, it's 2-1 Spartans. Bain in the circle, wins the faceoff. Oh, and he tapped it to a player that was charging in. And if he had stayed right where he was at, top of the circle, he would have had an opportunity. Looks at the puck as it's drifted into the zone. He'll hustle in along the wall. Now he sends it to the point. Comes near side, and the shot's knocked down and deflects to the far wall. Hustling after it there is Kinney. Kinney will battle in the corner. Bain helps him out, and it comes to the clear corner, and that's going to be Goldie first on it for the Spartans. Goldie works it up the wall, and help from Maloney, or Merritt, as they punch it into the zone. Charging after it, McSween. McSween's still there. Bain works it around. Puck's loose at the side of the net, and they force Rykoff to make another save off the stick of McSween. It comes to the point. They send it across the reach of Fasson, but we're going to have a penalty. Maybe. Nope, a penalty. And back to the power play go the. No, they're going to offset it.
Let's see what it is. Roughing and a slash, so we got 4 and 4 to finish off this period.
So a slash goes to Merritt, and a rough to the Toledo player. I didn't catch a number.
Was that 11 Pillmore? Nope, Pillmore was on the bench.
Uhas kicks it to the stick of Fasson. Fasson sends it to the open corner. Spartans send it in. It's deflected, doesn't get through. As in the shooting lane were the Toledo Rockets. Here comes Fletcher all the way through the neutral zone. Stick handles, works around the defense. Now it's side of the net. Fletcher still holds. Fletcher holding the face-off circle. Puck is deflected to the point. High shot comes in. Oh, and Schwartz going to give a cross-check right to the face of the Rocket player. And that's Pajorski. And that's kind of bogus. I don't like that type of play, buddy. The goaltender comes in.
Goaltender's saying, bring it on.
The goaltender's standing there, and he pops up. He gives a big old goal stick cross-check to the face of the Toledo player. And I'm not a fan of that one. And I do like a little bit rougher play. But I'm not a fan of the goalie cross-check to the head.
No. Goalie's getting a little tested.
Well, they do. And, I mean, you get in the blue paint, but you got to expect some battles there. They are going to give a roughing penalty to the Spartans goalie Schwartz, and that's going to lead to a 4-on-3 opportunity for the Rockets. They drift into the face-off circle. Rockets win it, send it to the half wall. Handling there along that near wall, settling the puck, looking, shooting, and that is about 2 feet over the top of the cage. It's held in though at the far side by Kinney. Kinney sends it straight away. Now they look and send that wrist shot wide of the cage as well. Here's Kujawa. I love that name, buddy. They sent the puck straight away. Kujawa's on it. Now it's in the face-off circle. Kujawa asks for it back. He fans on the shot as he breaks his stick. Now Kujawa, crossover, skating beautifully. Burst of speed through the neutral zone, sends it over, and it's going to be a whistle and an icing, or an offsides. At the whistle, it's 2-1 Spartans. We'll take a 15-minute break and have the second period.
I think we'll ask several. Across the world.
Nothing stands still. Today, the human experience is progressing at a pace faster than at any time in history. Technology allows us to instantly connect across vast oceans, to forge partnerships spanning all corners of the globe, to better ourselves and the communities around us. And so, our university must also evolve to meet the demands of our changing world. Each of us must be the leaders in meeting this challenge. You see, Montclair State is not just a university. It's a moving, breathing engine of change and innovation. A place where we prepare and challenge the students of today to find their own gateway to the world of tomorrow. In a safe, encouraging, and vibrant campus community, just a short ride from the excitement and culture of the world's greatest city. This is a place where faculty drives innovation in communications and entrepreneurship, performs cutting-edge research in the sciences, mathematics, and environmental studies, and inspires imagination and passion through education and human services, humanities, social sciences, and the arts. And by reaching outside our campus to engage communities and partners in New Jersey and beyond. A can-do entrepreneurial spirit is what binds us all together and is at the heart of this great university. It will be our honor and our privilege to begin the next and brightest chapter in Montclair State's history, investing in our continued growth to become an example of the best in public higher education. We are leaders. We are innovators. We are mentors. We are students from every corner of the world. We are more than 100,000 alumni, proudly spreading the word about Montclair State. We are the future of higher education. Montclair State University. It's all here. Nothing stands still. Today, the human experience is progressing at a pace faster than at any time in history. Technology allows us to instantly connect across vast oceans, to forge partnerships spanning all corners of the globe, to better ourselves and the communities around us. And so, our university must also evolve to meet the demands of our changing world. Each of us must be the leaders in meeting this challenge. You see, Montclair State is not just a university. It's a moving, breathing engine of change and innovation. A place where we prepare and challenge the students of today to find their own gateway to the world of tomorrow. In a safe, encouraging, and vibrant campus.
Welcome back to the Sports Complex in Salt Lake City, Utah. We're set for the second period between Toledo and Michigan State. Michigan State with the advantage. It's 2-1 in their favor. So, Boz, a good first period.
Yeah, if you're Michigan
For both
State,
squads.
yeah, I mean, really defensive presence on both sides. Not allowing a lot of shots from the slot, but 4-on-3 power play for Toledo start off this second period.
Battery problem on the camera. It says a dead battery, but let's work on it, see if it pops up. Toledo into the zone. Around the defense, behind the net of Swartz. Now they work at a front, score! Oh, a broken play as a poke check by Swanziger leads to a goal by number 19, Bourne, standing at the side of the net, and a gift. Swanziger pokes the puck free behind the net. It bounces off the boards, comes side of the net, where Bourne is standing, waiting, and jams it into the open cage. It's 2-2. Still shows 14 minutes of 4-on-4 14 seconds of 4-on-4 skating.
14 minutes is a long time.
Yeah,
of 4-on-4.
whatever, bro. Working in again is Bourne. Now ridden out of the play on the sharp check of Sawchuk. Holding it on the far side, though. Now Van Aker, strong on the puck, works through the neutral zone. Out of the box is Merritt. Now Merritt looking for the puck. It glides to the corner. Merritt upends his man dangerously into the wall. No penalty. The puck's free. Merritt bats it out of the air. And it's held by Van Aker. Van Aker, far corner, chasing after it there is Sawchuk. Sawchuk can't catch up with it, and Merritt hustles after it. Near side, misses his check, but he's on the puck, and it's battles. And swatted out of the air. Van Aker scooped it straight high as he swats it baseball style into the neutral zone. Here comes Toledo. Put on the brakes, look at the point, send it to the center. Van Aker, the only one there for the Spartans. 2-on-3 if they hurry, or 3-on-2 if they hurry. A little backwards there, buddy. Fasson in to help out for the Spartans. And a home run pass. Oh, just off the stick of Fletcher. He had it, but it glides to the corner. Hustling there are the Spartans. It's going to be number 11, Peacock. Peacock bumps it forward, around the man, on the puck, waiting, screaming down the slot. Here comes Uhas. And the puck knocked free on the defense of the Toledo Rockets. Center it again. Oh, and just getting a piece of it is Rykov. Toledo into the zone. They send it behind the net, scooped up there by Fletcher. Fletcher sends it to the point. They come cross ice near face-off circle. Stand and look. Still look. Now shoot. Oh, and he shoots right into the leg of Stryker. Stryker has a leg stinger. Now here they work through the zone on the stick of number 9, Uhas. Uhas, beautiful bank pass and around the net. They send it to Goldie. Goldie left shoots and a kick save. Rykov. It comes to the point where Suleski waits. Suleski holds
coming up to Toledo.
And the arm in the air, and Toledo to the penalty box. And the advantage goes to the Spartans.
Lafernier was trying to move a Michigan State player outside of the front of the net, cross-check, and earns him 2 minutes in the box.
Sawchuk wins the face-off. Still into the circle, though. Now it comes to Goldie. Goldie drifts it to the corner as Sawchuk waits. Toledo gathers the puck. They're able to send it the length of the ice.
Michigan State struggled on their power play both times that, or I guess they've been on it once, but I mean, the last power play they struggled to set anything up, and kind of the same problem right now with just trying to get the puck into the attacking zone.
The last one, I don't even think they got a shot on net.
No, they did not.
Here's Goldie with it, though, and Goldie, a burst of speed through the neutral zone, sends the cross-ice dump into the far corner. Gathering it up there is McSween. Now it's held in the corner by Maloney. Maloney sends it across to Goldie. Goldie with his head up, looks now straight away. And it's knocked down, but Maloney's going to gather the puck. Fasson is there also at the point. He has the puck, looks, sends it to Goldie. Goldie goes back to Fasson. Fasson wide shoots. Oh, and he whistled it just wide of the post, and delayed penalty coming up again.
Looks like it's going to be a hold.
And Fasson, a big shot there. Didn't miss by much.
So 5-on-3 for Michigan State. He's trying to argue his way out. Nice thing is we're literally right above the ice. I mean, there's not a whole lot of space between where the stands sit and ice level. So
it's very interesting.
Yeah, and the nice thing is that we can hear everything the players say.
Oh, yeah, we're right on top of it. I like it. Puck comes across. It's going to be gathered up by Arsenault. Arsenault with his head up, backpedals a little bit, leaves it for Van Acker. Van Acker through the neutral zone, gains the blue line, peels off to the left side, still holds. Now he back skates, sends it to the point. Drifted back to Van Acker. Now he stands right in the faceoff circle, looks at the net. He's got Suleski. Suleski wide shoots, low shot and a save.
Right there again, Rycroft couldn't find it in between his pads again. That's been giving trouble a whole game.
Looked like it came off the stick and hopped a little bit right into the pads.
Yeah.
I think he saw that one. The other two have been lost in his pads. Comes to the point. They look, shoot, and that's well wide of the cage off the stick of Arsenault. Still behind the net. It comes to the top of the circle. Suleski, sharp angle shot off the stick of Van Acker. Now in the corner. Peacock punches at it, out in front, working. Oh, and a kick save on a Duff shot. There's another one of those little drifters that's misplayed, and it just slides toward the net. You catch the goalie going right to left, and it nearly snuck into the inside post.
Rycroft, though, doing a good job of making these saves. Tough shots, tough angles, and especially with him having trouble trying to find the puck when it goes 5-hole on him.
Buddy, I'll tell you right up, I've played a lot of league hockey, and goalie, I couldn't even do it at that level. Fasson's got the puck. Now Goldie, look, shoots, and a rising shot gobbled up by Rykoff.
Well, Toledo gets a man out after that first penalty, but they still got a minute 61 seconds left on this power play that need to kill off.
The Spartans do a good job of just drill that 5-on-3 tighter and tighter, and they got a pretty good shot there off the stick of Goldie. It's going to be Sawchuk winning the face-off. It's held in there by Maloney. Maloney comes to Goldie. Goldie to Fasson. Fasson looks at the net, sends it far side to Maloney. Now it's Fasson, straight away. Fasson looks. Now Maloney, top of the circle, side of the net. They send it to McSween. McSween. Now Goldie on the loose puck.
Oh, what a stick save!
Reichert. They're Rykoff. Now it's Goldie again, top of the circle. They leave it for McSween. Now one-timer. And knocked down at the defense. Is in the lane was Kujawa. Cleared out there off the backhand stick of Weiser. And it forces Fasson to retreat. 20 seconds. Power play time to work. They send it cross ice. That's deflected and stolen away by Bourne. Bourne in or out. Can't get around the poke check of Fasson. Still on it. Asking for the puck at the point is Lafreniere. Oh man!
You might get an angry text coming in from his parents.
Lafreniere. Oh brother. Well, I knew he was asking for the puck. He's banging at the point. I just couldn't spit his name out. So Bain in the face-off circle with support from Bourne. Bourne, a shot and a save. Schwartz knocked down by the Spartans in front of the net, and a strong play by Bourne again, but he can't hold the zone. Arms in the air, that's going to be an icing. And hustling is Bourne for the Rockets as he forced the Spartans to shoot at the length of the ice. Bain's going to stay in. The Spartans win the faceoff. It's whistled around by Newton. Newton to Fasson. Fasson sends it cross ice and charging in his Gates. Gates in the near corner. They work it behind him though, away from the pressure. Send it across the Bourne. It's off his stick and here's Newton. To clear and plays it finally from his knees on the second effort. Newton's going to hustle back. He's got the puck, side of the net, gives it to Fasson. Nope, that's not Fasson, it's Arsenal. Now Newton works it up to Gates, and it's out of the reach of D'Angelo. Bain works it in, wraps around the boards, comes far side. Swartz sets it up, side of the net, and he's going to cover. Hold for the faceoff. Spartans win the face-off, but the Rockets take it right away. Fasson rides his man to the wall, forces the puck loose, and Goldie works it forward. Hustling into his own zone, though, is Fletcher. Now a mid-ice collision, or a center-ice collision. Losing a stick was Fletcher. No, Forrester for the Spartans. They work it up. And Fletcher puts himself just off sides as he was dancing the blue line, looking for that pass out of his own zone. He was there, buddy, and he just, like we saw last night, a player right.
Yeah, William
right
Patterson tried doing that and snuck in the zone just before the puck crossed.
The pass was a little bit behind him, forced Fletcher to spin around and put himself off sides. Circle now McSween in the offensive zone faceoff. Puck loose on the dot. Toledo scoops it up. They work it through the middle, but out of the reach of Weiser. They work it back into the zone. That's going to be an icy. Too bad. Pobar made a good defensive play.
Yeah.
And then works the puck just a little bit too hard. There'll be a face-off on the blocker side of Swartz. Toledo wins the face-off. They wrap it around the corner. There's going to be a battle for it there. As on the puck is Pillmore. Pillmore digs it with help from Kujawa. Now Kujawa on it. Face-off circle and a blocker save. Good shot, Kujawa. Now Pillmore in the corner. Kujara on it again. Goodness gracious. 3 games of hockey and I can't even spit a name out. Kujawa is his name. Spartans work it behind the net. It's picked up there by Neifel. Neifel gives it away.
Players got tangled up on their change.
They did. In the corner, I can't see that near corner, but I think it's Neifel battling, as well as Merritt. The Rockets come away with it, and Van Acker is going to work it into the zone. He's got help from Merritt. Shot comes in and a stick save. Yeah. Stick save by Rykoff, and he'll hold for the faceoff.
Again, Rykoff just having trouble when the puck goes near his pads.
He just looks dangerous, buddy.
Oh, man. If you're a goalie, that's not a good feeling
If
to have.
you're the coach, it's going to drive you nuts.
Again, just to be part of the final 16 teams here. I mean, nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing to be ashamed of.
Lafreniere in the corner for the Rockets. Looks up the near wall, sends it, but he's ridden out of the play, and a strong play there by Maloney. Maloney forces the Rockets to work it the other direction. The puck still loose in the neutral zone. Here comes Van Acker. Winding, shooting, and a glove save by Rykoff.
Both fans appreciative of the pressure Michigan State and the pressure they put on.
Now there's a save right there.
Oh, yeah.
Buddy.
I mean, I got...
That puck was labeled for the inside post.
Rocket stopped a rocket.
And Rykoff snags it. On a beautiful glove save. Now Van Acker on it again in the far corner. Leaves behind the net. Maloney's on it.
Sorry, how to use that pun.
That's right. He's going to leave it for Sawchuk. Sawchuk digs at it. And the Rockets straight out from behind the net. Work it straight up the middle of the ice. They give it away, though. And taking the puck is Stryker. Stryker gives it away, and here come the Rockets. through the neutral zone. It's going to be on the stick of Bourne. Bourne dances around the defense. No. He's going to have some help there from Bain. No, as Bain puts one on net, and that dribbles through the goaltender.
Lafreniere was just screaming for the puck. He was here on the near side with Bourne.
Puck still loose. And a battle ensues as Sawchuk has his helmet nearly ripped off his head. It's at the point. The Rockets look, shooting a rising shot. Blocker down by Swartz. In the corner. Now they send it to the point. Another shot comes in. That's well wide of the cage off the stick of Lafreniere. The Rockets some sustained pressure now as Bain's on the puck. Bain top of the faceoff circle, taken away by Van Acker. Van Acker leaves it beautifully for McSween. Shot and a save by Rykoff as he's well out on top of the blue.
Being aggressive there, taking away the angles. Good job by Rykoff.
That was actually Maloney on the shot. As he let a bomb go. Rykoff way up on top of the blue. And an easy save. Here's Jones. Reverses direction along the wall. Held in there by the Spartans. And now help from Gibson. Gibson works it up into the neutral zone. Hustles to get into the play. It's going to be knocked down by the Spartans as Newton controls the puck. Comes over. Throwing a check is Lafreniere. On it for the Spartans, though. They send it near ice. Newton on it again. His puck knocked down. Now Newton throws a check. Wipes his man out of the play, and Suleski's going to help. Suleski behind the net sends it to Newton. Off the glass. Scooped up there now. As working it through the zone is going to be Arsenault. Arsenault sends it forward, and Juhas is going to try and chase after it. He can't catch up with it, and the Rockets will move it up along the near wall. Behind the net is Peacock. Here's Juhas. Score! Juhas standing in front of the net, and a gorgeous pass from Peacock. And the Spartans take the lead 3-2. You can't let a guy, Juhas, just stand there in front of the net all by himself.
No. And that's exactly what happened.
He's just having a picnic. And Peacock, a beautiful backhand pass, put it right on his stick.
And with that, we will take a break.
Media timeout. We'll be right.
The 2015 ACHA Men's Division II National Championships on Utah Hockey Game Day Live are brought to you by Sherwood Hockey, Warrior Hockey, Howie's Hockey Tape, official tape provider of the ACHA, Speed's Power Equipment, and X-Mission Internet.
You're watching Michigan State Toledo on Utah Game Day Live here at the ACHA Division II National Championship Pool A action as we return to the Salt Lake City Sports Complex. We'd like to thank our sponsors for this game, who are Sherwood Hockey, Warrior Hockey, and Howie's Hockey Tape, the official tape supplier for the ACHA. Before the break, Michigan State getting a nice goal.
Very nice as they work it from behind the net, and Juhas pops it in. Juhas standing a little bit on that right side of the just inside the right post. He pops it across the net into left-hand side. And no chance for Rykoff.
Unmarked man. It was an easy opportunity for him. Put it home in the upper left 90.
Behind the net, the Rockets working. Going to be an arm in the air and an icing. And a little bit rough there is Newton.
Yeah, Pillmore, Newton
gets in the face of Pillmore. A little bit of chatter. We didn't see Newton yesterday.
Pillmore giving it to the linesman on his way back.
But he's had a pretty good game here today, a little scrappy. Really excited. We should see these Michigan State guys come to Utah State next season. They're trying to work out the schedules. Should be an excellent road trip for them. Plenty of teams for them to play here.
Yeah. Got a plethora just in this area. I mean, Weber State, Utah State, of course, here at Utah. Boise State, kind of a short drive up.
Battle for it in the corner. As throwing the shoulder is Melnick for the Spartans.
Hand pass called against Toledo.
Swanziger. Nope, it's not 2, it's 24. Texter in that same battle in the corner for the Rockets.
it's always nice to get those Midwest teams out here. I mean, we don't have a whole lot of those. I know Utah traveled to a tournament in the Midwest this year, but I mean, it's nice to see teams outside of your area playing each other.
Yeah. We're building the program here and getting the Mountain West, the rest of the Mountain West teams to play. We have the Wasatch Front, which they call it here, BYU, Utah, Weber State, and USU. Pretty defined, but this year they're going to pick up, what do they call it? Connor College, I think, in Helen, Montana, or I can't remember what it's called, but they're going to join the league.
Mask of Rycroft.
As well as Montana State in Bozeman and the Wyoming Cowboys out of Cheyenne. So there's going to be some interesting games coming up this winter. Working it into the zone. It bounces right on the net of Rykoff. And Toledo takes it side of the net. They give it away, though, to McSween. McSween battles for it. And holding it there is Merritt. McSween looking at the net and is saved by Rykoff. And the battle continues in front of the net. It's knocked off his skate was Kinney, and he gets up and takes exception.
Rycroft telling Lafernier, hey, puck went off my mask, man. Using his head.
That's right. You make a save with everything you've got.
Yeah.
Bain in the circle for Toledo. Wins the faceoff cleanly, and scooping it up there is Kinney. Kinney sends it along the wall. Now they look for Bain. It stays in the zone. Now it's going to dribble across the blue line, and on the delay, the Rockets will take over. Kinney's going to be on it in the corner. Sends it across ice behind the net to his D partner. That's going to be 23 Lafernier. Lafernier gives it away in the neutral zone. And Goldie scoops it high, bounces it side of the net. Charging is McSween. McSween lifts the stick, battles it in the corner. There's going to be a whistle and a penalty.
Too many men on the ice. Or no, we got a slash.
And a slash. Let's see, this is... You have a referee standing 5 feet away, and the referee out here in the neutral zone calls the penalty. And they put Merritt in the box. That's twice for him today.
Good opportunity for Toledo, even up the score. I mean, it's been an even game so far.
The Spartans had some sustained pressure there. And Toledo now with a golden opportunity to get right back into it, tie the game. Bain wins the faceoff. It comes to the point. They look cross ice. No, hold it along the wall. Now straight away. Face-off circle, shot, and that's off the outside of the net. Off the stick of Bourne. Now 2-on-1 if they hurry short-handed, and they give it away. Now Van Acker kicks it to his stick beautifully. And has the puck tied up there, side of the net. They bang along the wall. Van Acker, just an animal today. He just, he's having the game of his life out there. Phenomenal hockey player.
Yeah. Van Acker and Bourne going at it for a little bit. Bourne with a puck now.
Now shot comes in. His blocker saved off the stick of Bain. Bain and Bourne. Straight away, poke check. Now it's loose. They send it off the wall. Van Acker's going to have an opportunity. Hustling out is Rykoff. Had to forced out to make the play.
Oh, he was looking to shoot it
from Van Acker.
Could have a 2-on-1 here.
Into the zone comes Bain. Into the circle. Drops it. And a one-timer save by Swartz.
Well, a lot of opportunities for Michigan State on this penalty kill. Normally you don't really see that in a shorthanded situation.
Well, Van Acker with an opportunity shorthanded. Rycroft came out way to the top of the faceoff circle to deflect it to the corner.
We've seen some very aggressive goalies this tournament.
Very. It comes to the point. The Rockets hold. Now they've got ball. Jones waits for it. No, it's in the circle. They send it side of the net. Jones still straight away. Now they get him the puck. Jones line shoots, looking for a deflection. And Lewis couldn't get a stick on it. Puck's loose in the corner. Gobbled up there by the Rockets. And look side of the net. Shot outside the net.
Outside of the net. A couple fans, Toledo fans here thought it was a goal.
Pretty nifty shot by Pillmore. Now Pillmore sends it side of the net. Pillmore drifting to the front of the net. Straight away is Jones. They send it to the corner. Jones drifts over here to the near side. Holding though. Pillmore still waits. Sends it side of the net. Jones is going to drift in. Instead they send it to the point. Come across. Now Jones has got it. It's mixed up in his skates. Now he controls the puck straight away. Jones sends it to the side of the net, and a one-timer well wide by Fletcher. Held in there by Weiser. Weiser's face-off circle. That's knocked down at the point of attack and scooped out of the net by Suleski. Hustling back is Merritt. Merritt behind the net, looks to center, and beautifully defended there by Jones. Jones.
Toledo looking for a hook there.
With a little bit of help. Off the stick of 22 Weiser. And way out of his cage to cover the puck is Swartz. He's 6 feet out of the net.
Good pressure from Toledo on that last minute of their power play. I mean, the thing was Michigan State got all in the shooting lanes, didn't give an opportunity to puck.
Not much, and with 5:09 left in the second period, it's still 3-2 for the Spartans.
And when Toledo did shoot the puck, it was deflected off of a Michigan State player.
Bain wins. Shot comes in, it's knocked down at the defense by McSween. Hustling into the corner for the Spartans.
There's a holding penalty against Michigan State.
We're going to have a penalty, and it's going to be an elbowing as Pobor is going to head to the box. He wants to argue, but he's going anyway. 2 minutes to Phil Shane. Had to get my slap shot reference in there, buddy.
Get it in before this tournament's over.
Bain wins another one. But Toledo hustles, or the Spartans hustle over. Still can't clear. Van Acker is there. Now Van Acker forces it at the point. Van Acker has the puck. He'll drift it the length of the ice. And Bain will retreat. Bain and Bourne make a pretty good team here for Toledo. An excellent line for the Rockets. Bourne's going to hustle back. He'll scoop it now.
It seems like both teams are having trouble getting their power play set up initially. Toledo, of course, settled down and had some opportunities, or actually had a good cycle going on.
Pajorski in, leaves it for Bain. And Pajorski heads to the front of the net. Now they've got it set up a little bit here. Behind the net, they work with Bain. Bain ridden out of the play. Here's Bourne. One man to beat, sends it looking back door, and a great idea, but tied up was Bain. Top of the face-off circle, works around one man.
The rebound. That opportunity by Bourne. Skated right by it.
As the puck hops his stick. Now find the puck in the corner. Slash taken there in front of the net by
Swanzinger and Stricker was going at it.
Now the Spartans able to clear it out. Swanziger.
There you go.
Had the stick just tomahawk chopped right out of his hands. Side of the net, here's Fletcher. Fletcher looking, shooting, and a blocker saved by Swartz. Now an opportunity. Here they come short-handed as into the zone is Merritt. Winding, shooting, and knocked down by Rykoff. Puck's loose in the corner. Battling there is McSween as he's double-teamed and eats a little bit of glass. A beautiful open ice check as Suleski comes over, wipes out his man, and the Spartans take over. Now they give it right away, and coming back on it is Korn. Puck's going to hop up, though, and over the bench is Korn. Going to readjust his lid as he got wiped out by Suleski, but then takes an extra shot after the whistle. Korn's going to glide into the face-off circle for the Rockets, wins it there, and it's moved forward with help from Pillmore. Taking the puck back, though, is going to be Fasson. Fasson gives it away, and on the delay, now the Spartans have it. They'll work through the zone. It's going to be Uhas. Uhas works around the defense, and a beautiful second effort by Pillmore as he works it to the neutral zone. Pobor now out of the box.
Penalty coming up to Toledo.
And another penalty. This time it's going to be Toledo on the delay, and they touch it up. Now a little feisty. Pillmore as they ride Pillmore to the back of the net. He still chatters as he's in the face of Peacock. That'd be an even battle, wouldn't it?
Oh,
Both
yeah.
about the same size.
Yeah.
They still chatter as both players go to the bench.
Probably talking about it right now. Kind of like Pacquiao and Mayweather. Hopefully it doesn't go that long, though.
No.
You gonna watch that fight, by the way?
You know it. I like boxing.
Oh, I love boxing.
The technical part of it especially. You get me a technical fight, I'm into it. Goldie holds it in for the Spartans at the corner. Goes across the blue line for Fasson. Straight away Goldie. Goldie gonna leave it for Sawchuk. Now it's Goldie right on the line. Waits. Sends it to Sawchuk. Face-off circle. Shot. Knocked down. McSween was there. Looking for a deflection or a rebound. Now Fasson straight away. Far side. They send it over to Maloney. Now Fasson. Maloney back on it along the wall. And hand up there by Bain. Bain digs at it. Sawchuk comes over to help. Here's Fasson. They send it to Goldie, the open man. He's in the face-off circle. Looking. Now Fasson straight away. Look, shoots. And it's off the crossbar.
Man, he had a wide open right side of the goal.
Dude, that guy's got a rocket for his job.
does.
That's just unreal. He loaded that baby up about 15 feet out and wrapped it right off the crossbar. And with 1:42 left, a scoreless period here. Nonetheless, a good period of hockey. Kujawa in the circle, but it's controlled by Peacock. He leaves it at the point for Suleski. Now Peacock plays catch, side of the net. Van Acker, now Peacock. Peacock looks top of the blue line for Suleski, and Suleski misses Peacock. Peacock's going to hold it in though. Now Van Acker. Van Acker. Still looks, still holds. Now he sends it in front of the net. And the defense is there for the Rockets. Working through a burst of speed. Here comes Weiser. Weiser 2-on-1. Draws around the defense, and there's going to be a trip. Oh my, Weiser, a beautiful drag around the defense. And it forced Suleski to reach out and trip him down. That's one of the better drags I've seen in the tournament as well.
Fans right next to us. That's the other nice thing about being up here so close to the fans. You can hear what they're saying.
Yeah, and the fans here for the Rockets, very vocal. Left it there, and into the zone comes Kujawa. Kujawa draws around the defense. Oh, and he left it beautifully. And getting his stick in the way was the captain, Goldie. On the opportunity for Kujawa. Puck comes in, it's kicked away by Swartz. Held at the line. Send it back centering and asking Van Acker. Van Acker was asking for the puck. He was breaking through the neutral zone. They can't get it to him.
Goldie was trying to settle that puck down. It was still in his skates.
Now here's Van Acker, one man to beat. Waits, sends it over. Oh, and just off the outside of the post. Off the stick of number 9, Uhas. Now Uhas back on it. Here's Van Acker. Sends it to Uhas. Waits, and he glides it toward the net. Can't get it in. Uhas, or now it's Van Acker. Waits. Peels it back, leaves it at the point, and nobody's there. Still a minute to work for Toledo on the man advantage. Here's Jones, leaves for Bain. Bain looks at the net, shoots, and the horn will sound, signaling the end of the second period. It's 3-2 for the Spartans. We'll be back with the third period after a few minutes.
community, just a short ride from the excitement and culture of the world's greatest city. This is a place where faculty drives innovation in communications and entrepreneurship, performs cutting-edge research in the sciences, mathematics, and environmental studies, and inspires imagination and passion through education and human services, humanities, social sciences, and the arts. And by reaching outside our campus to engage communities and partners in New Jersey and beyond. A can-do entrepreneurial spirit is what binds us all together and is at the heart of this great university. It will be our honor and our privilege to begin the next and brightest chapter in Montclair State's history, investing in our continued growth to become an example of the best in public higher education. We are leaders.
Why you Toledo?
Because it's everything I ever wanted in a school all rolled into one.
Because you can feel like part of a family, even in a big city environment.
Because we're WNIT champs, baby.
Come as freshmen, leave as a family.
Beautiful campus, caring professors, and a fun environment for all.
Because I want to make a difference in my career. I want to make a difference in the world. Because where else do you have Blue Crew?
Because UT has given me all the opportunities in life that I need to be successful.
See more on a campus visit and tell us why U Toledo is for you.
Welcome to the Rocky Mountains.
Welcome to open trails and new vistas.
Welcome to stunning Red Rock.
Welcome to the greatest snow on earth.
By the tree of broken glass, where the home
Welcome to Game Day Fun.
anything could last. So let's go and take the words that we know.
Welcome to the party!
Of thoughtful dreams. But if you listen, you can still hear
Welcome to Pac-12 Sports.
our names, calling out our names.
Welcome to world-class research.
We'll keep on standing tall. This world is in our hands. So get up and grab your
Welcome to the arts.
have no trip. We are tough as nails. Come on, this is our land.
Welcome to real-world experiences.
We can go to that bridge that crosses over fear.
Welcome to a great education.
Love and what it does to those they hold near. So let's run till the water.
Welcome to new friends.
We can toss our worries far away from our hearts. And if you listen,
Welcome to the time of your life.
not hear them calling out our names, calling out our
Welcome to all you can imagine.
Though we might fade and fall, we'll keep on standing tall. This world is in our hands. So get up and grab and walk and see. Those gray clouds look close, but we have come and gone.
Welcome to the University of Utah.
So get up and grab and walk and see.
We'll welcome you back to the Utah Ice Sheet, the East Rink on the Utah Ice Sheet to be exact. We are back here for the third period at the Utah Ice Sheet. Michigan State in the lead 3-2 as the teams return to the ice for third period action. We ended with a power play, and that's how Toledo will start this third period, is on that power play. Great game so far. Michigan State, of course, needs help to get into the semifinal being played tomorrow night. That game, I believe, is happening next. If on the West Rink, we'd have to look that up. Currently, excuse me. Actually, Boise State Lindenwood will be on the West Rink at 1:30, followed by Arizona State Montclair State for third period before actually the game. So Michigan State, no matter what, will have to wait for their fate as we get ready for third period action.
See, look at this. I can't even, without my glasses again, buddy. Oh, there are the players.
Yeah, there they are.
I'm not that blind, buddy.
Yeah, there's a team in white that blends in the ice and a team in green. This is what we're looking at.
That's right. I'm just trying to keep it fair here. Here's into the face-off circle, and a beautiful shot through a screen off the Rocket player, number 14, Pogorski. Still on it. They send it back to our shot. Oh, and a save by Swartz as he got over and kicked it to the corner. A wide open backdoor play, and Swartz denies him. Still 19 seconds to work for the Rockets as they work in. Face-off circle, knocked down.
Shoot it.
Yeah, they try to shoot
Being
it there.
too pretty with it. You try to just get the puck. Doesn't matter if it's rolling or not. Just send it on net. Good things tend to happen.
Oh, look at the goalie over there along the bar. Nearly gave it away for an empty netter. Working into the zone. Here's Bourne. Shoot, score! Oh, a dandy, and he takes a cross check to the head after he let it go. Oh, what a fantastic shot as he's up over the glove in the top corner. And the Rockets tie it up.
Rockets sending rockets to the top corner.
That was a bomb of a wrist shot, buddy. As he catches
Dare I say
the
it was
inside top corner.
A rocket of a bomb?
Yeah.
Or a bomb of a rocket?
Bomb of a rocket. A rocket bomb, bomb rocket.
That's a power play goal, right? I know it was just
just as the power play expires.
We'll see what they call.
There's Jones, works it up. He gives it away to Goldie. Goldie scoops it high. It's going to bounce and knock down front of the net. As Kinney was on it. Now Kinney sends it forward. It's into the player bench. It's the Bourne and Bain show here for the Toledo Rockets.
Bourne on the goal with an assist from Bain and Rycroft.
And that was Korn in the face-off circle. Bain, Bourne, and Korn.
My goodness.
On this line for Toledo. Now Jones with the puck, has his head up, works around the pressure, sends it through the neutral zone. It's knocked down, and Korn's going to move it forward. Now Jones, it's out of his reach. One-on-one here. Van Acker hustling into the play.
Oh,
Here's
nice
Maloney,
pass.
Backhand shoot, and a save by
penalty coming up to
Rykoff.
Toledo.
Controlling the puck still is Maloney. And a kick save as it's off the stick of Jones, and that'll force the whistle.
Rykoff is ready to make a brilliant save, but the referee waved the play dead.
Still Rykoff kicked that first one to the corner. And he's been as shaky as he's been, or as, I don't want to say awkward, that's kind of rude. He's been fantastic as well.
Have you met goaltenders? They're weird.
I suppose, buddy. Toledo will win the faceoff, but it's taken away immediately by the Spartans. Fasson.
I should say weird. They have a different mindset.
Yeah. Goldie straight away, one-timer, fakes it. Now Maloney, now Goldie, now Maloney, one-timer. Right along the ice, it's knocked down into defense. Beautifully by Lafreniere. Lafreniere works it forward, and on the forecheck is Weiser.
Poor spacing for Michigan State on that last possession.
Fasson works it forward. Here's Maloney, gains the line. Rifles it into the corner, and McSween will catch up to it. McSween still holds, sends it side of the net.
I don't know what DeWitt was doing. He should have rotated down.
Here's Goldie. Now Fasson shoots, and a rising shot blockered up over the net by Rykoff. Now it's Goldie straight away. Face-off circle, McSween. Side of the net is Van Acker. And Van Acker forced behind the net.
Yeah, DeWitt should have rotated down. The puck got played up to the point. You had number 2, Goldie, who was trying to rotate over, but because DeWitt didn't rotate down, Goldie didn't have anywhere to go, and he had 3 offensive players up at the blue line. No one down low looking for a rebounder in front of the net.
The Rockets will clear, and there's still 50 seconds for the Spartans to reset. It's Suleski. Suleski holds it. Now he drops it off, and it's Arsenault. Arsenault up the wall. And working through the neutral zone is Van Acker. Gains the line. Van Acker still working around the defense. Now behind the net. And he's finally ridden out of the play. Peacock comes over to help. Awkward bounce. And the puck comes in front of the net. Oh, boy.
Well, we've talked about boards here.
Van Acker, it's knocked down. And putting him offsides, but no whistle.
That's interesting.
Is Fletcher. Jones is going to send it toward the net. Nope, that's not Jones. That's Textor. And with 15 seconds, one final rush here for the Spartans. It's Arsenault for Van Acker. Van Acker looks, shoots, and a blocker save by Rykoff. Peacock fans on the rebound attempt. Now he throws a big slash, and no penalty as Peacock took half the arm of Neifel right off his body. Into the zone come the Rockets. They send it cross ice. One-timer. That was headed wide, but it's still a save by Swartz. As they rifle it back behind the net, it's going to be Kujawa. Kujawa with help from Pillmore. Pillmore and Kujara battle behind the net. Now they send it out in front. One-timer and a blocker save again by Swartz. You had to be sharp on that one as it came through the screen. Right on net.
Referee's allowing for a change, even though it was a hand pass in the defensive zone. So you're trying to whistle the song?
That's right, buddy. I'm over here. I just about broke out in song over the whole thing. I'm an 80s guy. I mean,
nothing wrong. No, nothing wrong.
Yeah, they're playing that 80s rock, man, in my honor, I suppose.
All we need is little sticks in here for you?
Yeah, that's a little before me, buddy. That's 70s. I'm going to claim the 80s, but not the 70s.
You thank Sticks for teaching the world how to say thank you in Japanese.
That's right. Forrester hustles after it. They play away from the pressure. Now taken away by McSween. McSween on the forecheck. Now here's Pillmore charging down through the slot. And here comes the Rocket. Here come the Rockets. That 13 Kujawa's got some wheels, buddy.
Yeah, he does. Speed's been shown throughout this game.
Kujawa rifles it into the zone. Swartz is going to hold it there and reverse direction. Sends it up along the wall out of the reach of McSween. And the Rockets fanning on the pass. That's no good because it's going to let Merritt. Merritt charges in, centers. He's behind everyone. And 3-on-2. Here come the Rockets if they hurry. Working it into the zone. Here comes Lewis. Lewis drops it off for Bain. And Bain's shot goes wide of the cage. Here's one-on-one McSween. McSween lets the shot go through the screen. Kinney was there.
Looks like Rykoff took something to the face.
I like how McSween there uses Kinney as a screen.
Yeah.
And force Rykoff to be sharp on the save.
Good idea, really. Just, keep shooting the puck, both teams.
Here's Van Acker. He's got Maloney. Van Acker around the defense, shoots, and a save by Rykoff. Oh, Van
Rest
Acker.
this tournament, they've had quick whistles. Very quick whistles.
What he's going to blow the whistle there for, but...
Yeah, Michigan State not happy with the whistles.
That Van Acker, he's a hockey player, buddy. Maloney dribbles one toward the net. Cage. Chopping at it there is Lewis. He gets it out of the zone, but it's rifled right back in by Fasson. Rockets send it cross ice. Lewis, it's out of his reach, and scooping it up, moving it forward out of the reach of Maloney. Here comes Bain. Bain and Lewis into the zone. Poke checked away by Van Acker. Bain reverses direction. It's going to be Bourne now hustling over. Controls the puck. And now he's got some help from Sawchuk. Bain again into the zone, has Bourne, leaves the puck. Now drifted toward the front of the net. And help there on the defense from Pobur. Working it up is Fasson. And just out of the reach of Van Acker. It's going to end up on net. And holding is the goaltender for a face-off.
Got a little fan to the left of me. He is out.
Peacock wins the face-off. It comes to the point where Suleski holds it in. Hustling over to the corner is Hewitt. Hewitt plays it side of the net for Peacock. Peacock centers, nobody home. And the Rockets clear the zone. It's going to go the length of the ice. They're going to wave it off. No, they blow the whistle. And an icing. I want that to slide off the table, buddy.
Getting a little warm, this computer is. That's
I
for
see.
Sure. Get the vents going on it. Make sure viewers get the broadcast they want.
Gibson. But no, Peacock wins it for the Spartans. Holding it there is Newton. He rifles it in on the delay. The Rockets will take over. Side of the net. Force it up the near wall. Peacock with a poke check. And Newton looking for Peacock. Now behind the Rockets take over. They'll try the far wall coming in. And it's out of the zone. Hustling back is Suleski. Suleski around the net. Shields the puck. Works it up the near wall. Where it's taken by Jones. No, it's Textor, and I've called him Jones twice now. 24 and 27.
Easy mistake without names on the back of the jerseys.
It's been quite a ride the last 3 days for sure.
Put it on the resume.
Well, maybe the resume. I'd like to put it on my transcripts, but I'm 45 years old. I don't have transcripts. I'm not a media student.
Did not have transcripts back in your day?
No. Working up the wall is Goldie. Goldie works it into the corner. Hustling after it for the Spartans is D'Angelo. Now it's in the corner. Now, Gates has a chance. Spartans will take. Rockets will take over, clear the zone, work it up, and just behind the stick of corn.
Well, we got another 80s song for you here.
Well, he's doing it right for me, buddy.
It is not Throwback Thursday, that's for sure.
You must be in my same age group down there.
Did you not submit a playlist before you came in?
I should have done. Goldie at the point, looks at the net. He's going to come side of the net, though. Puck comes off the boards right in front. And you got to think that's what he was trying to do. Fake it off the back wall and have the puck come outside or front of the net.
Yeah.
And that's the crazy corner down there as well. He could have just rifled it around the boards. It would have ended up in front of the net anyway.
Yeah, I don't understand why the home team would want to take that those boards, the Zamboni.
Puck's loose in front of the net, kick to the corner. Now hustling after it for the Spartans is Merritt. There's going to be Pillmore, moves it up. It's just out of the reach of Weiser. Weiser plays it to the corner, has some help there from Kujawa. As Kujawa and Pillmore join the rush on this shift. Into the zone is Merritt for the Spartans. Pillmore reaches out, can't poke check it away. It's at the line, but held in. Now Merritt still on it, has Forrester. Forrester comes over to help. They dig at it. And Kinney is in there for the Rockets. Kinney digs. Now Forrester's going to come and take it away for the Spartans. They look at the point. Forrester still holds. Now Forrester, now a battle. And the Pillmore for the Rockets able to clear the zone. Exhausted. That was a battle, buddy.
Yeah. Good job, both players.
So Fasson works it up. Here's Forrester just out of his reach. Knocked down by 20. That's Arsenal. Nope, it's Maloney. Now Maloney on the forecheck. The Rockets work away from the pressure. Send it cross ice. Oh, beautifully they had Bourne. And the puck gets away from his stick. Now Bourne hustles in, side of the net, looks at the point, still holds, works his way around. Now it's taken away. And here is Van Acker. Van Acker works into the zone with Pobor. Van Acker looks. Oh, he had Pobor hustling, and Pobor throws the elbow and rides.
Toledo's asking for a penalty right now.
Oh, he rides Bourne right into the post. Rough play there as Pobor rides Bourne right to the post. Toledo win the face-off. They give it away, though, in the zone. Oh, right out in front. Van Acker scores!
Rycroft not happy about that. Played off of Lafreniere.
A turnover. And Van Acker, for all his hockey skills and abilities, I could have scored that one, but he's standing at the side of the net. The puck comes free. He just bangs it in.
I mean, really, no chance for Rycroft on that. I mean, it deflected off his defender, and Van Acker did what he needed to do, just slid it home. Very easy for him.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunate goal to give up, but
too bad. As now Textor working the puck in his own zone, sends it cross ice. It's up for Fletcher, who tips it into the zone. No icing. Hustling there for the Spartans is Arsenault. Now Textor at the point, sends one on net. It's going to be held by Swerve. So with 10:03 left, the Spartans take a 1-goal lead. Peacock will win that face-off. It's held there by Arsenault. Works it up along the wall. The Rockets take over. Still held in. Now it comes out of the zone. Walking down is Uhas. Uhas rifles one top over the top of the crossbar. Now Fletcher has it. Fletcher sends it cross ice. It's in the skates of 26 Corn. Fletcher still has it though. Works around the defense. Into the corner they battle. Still battle. Now Corn knocked down and Peacock's going to take a penalty. Oh boy. A little bit undisciplined.
Well, great opportunity for Toledo to get that goal back. Rykoff still shaking his head.
Fletcher just gotten back to his skates. And Peacock rode him right into the wall. Media timeout. We'll be right back.
The 2015 ACHA Men's Division II National Championships on Utah Hockey Game Day Live are brought to you by USA Hockey, USA Junior Hockey Magazine, Barron Championship Rings, the official championship ring supplier of the ACHA, Mr. Hotshine Car Wash, and the Red Lion Hotel located in downtown Salt Lake City.
Welcome back to the East Rink on the Utah Ice Sheet here at the Salt Lake City Sports Complex. Our third period sponsor for this game are USA Hockey, USA Junior Hockey Magazine, and Barron Championship Rings, the official championship ring supplier of the ACHA. Pool A action, Michigan State scoring a goal midway through the third period brings our school. Toledo is currently going on the power play as we return to action third period. Steve Coleman, Bozic, Steve, take it away.
We got McSween in the face-off circle. And Bain wins it for the Rockets, held in at the line. Here's Bourne. Bourne rips it around the boards where Bain waits for the puck. He sends it to the point where he's got Pajorski. Nope, he and Pajorski trade places. Now Pajorski. Now it's Bain straight away. Look, shoots, and looking for a deflection. In front of the net is Swansiger. Thanks,
I think he lost, someone lost a glove. That's Soleski.
Swansiger.
Soleski and Swansiger were battling in front of Schwartz.
Look how big that guy is. I mean, Swansiger's, he's a big body to put right in front of the net. Plus, he can skate very well and move his body where he needs to. Bourne forced back into his own zone. Behind the net, he has Bain on the far side. Instead, he comes near side, and that's going to be Kujawa. Kujawa gains the line, puts on the brakes, and ridden to the wall on the hard check by Merritt. Puck's out of the zone. Bourne still back on it. Now Bain. Now Kujawa. Bain holds it. Bain takes a slash. He's into the zone. Heading to the front of the net. Now Bain ridden out of the play. Swazinger has it. In the corner. Battle ensues there.
Again.
And going to call a hand pass. Sweet McSween and Swazinger going after it. Swanziger. You know what? There's 8 minutes left. You better get that name right. Swanziger stays on as there's a minute left in the man advantage. Bain wins. Bourne has it. And taken away by Sawchuk, who rifles at the length of the ice. A little bit of a mix-up in communication there, and nearly stealing the puck away was Van Acker. They send it across ice. Bain with a burst of speed through the neutral zone, looking for Kujawa. It's deflected into the corner. Now Kujawa pinches in at the near boards, but it's out of the zone. And Bourne has it. Bourne now. He'll work back in beautifully around Van Acker into the face-off circle, shoots, and the puck's loose there, knocked behind the net with the glove by Pobur. They come to the point. Kujawa sends it cross ice. One-timer
right
score!
There. Open net. Well, there's
Podgorski puts it in on the one-timer. It's a power play goal. And he was in perfect line, perfect side of vision for us, and even my eyes got big as hockey pucks, buddy.
That's saying something.
Podgorski, a beautiful one-timer. And right along the ice, he puts it in. We're tied at 4.
Those back-end shots have been available all tournament. And
Jones now sends it up along the wall, working it forward. Weezer. And just off sides was Pillmore. It may sound like I know the Michigan State guys a little better. We had one of their games earlier, but there's no, we don't cheer for one team or the other here, buddy. There's no preference.
No.
That puck's off the post as Pillmore rifles it near side. Puck's loose in the zone. Pillmore battles. So does Kujawa. And coming up with the puck is Kinney. He's in the neutral zone. Kinney works it forward and gives it away to the Spartans. McSween works away from the check. Here's 2-on-1. They work in. McSween looks, shoots, score!
That was a quick answer from Michigan State.
And it's 5-4 with 7:07 left. A beautiful feed from Merritt as he just drops it off and lets McSween work some magic. Toledo played this team earlier in the season and came away with a 3-2 victory.
Yeah. Hardest thing to do is beat a team twice in 1 year.
Holding it is Kinney. Sends it up along the wall. It's out of the reach of Korn. The Spartans come back 2-on-2. Looking, shooting, and a blocker save as Rykoff knocks it down. Now behind the net, working is Kinney. Sends it up along the far wall for Korn. Korn banks it to Kinney. They get it to the neutral zone. Fletcher ridden out of the play hard. Shot comes in, and in the Saluski in the shooting lane. They send it to the point, out of the reach. Now it's going to be a high stick as Fletcher gets his stick up in the face of Suleski. Inadvertent, but he sees Suleski charging over and defensively puts his hands up. It's a cross check to the face. They call it a board or a rough. I mean,
number of calls you could have made there. But opportunity for Michigan State to open up this game. Last goal by Michigan State at 13:53 of the third period from.
So the Rockets promptly win the faceoff, send it the length of the ice. Fasson works it up to Maloney. Maloney along the far wall to Goldie. Goldie throws an elbow. No whistle coming. They send it to the point. Sawchuk has it. Now it's Maloney. Maloney for Sawchuk. Sawchuk, Maloney. Maloney now sends it now to the point where Goldie waits. Goldie looking for a deflection, and it's tipped, but not on net by McSween. Fasson now sends it cross ice to Goldie. Goldie looks, now Fasson looks at the net, shoots, rising shot, and that's knocked down.
A lot of traffic in
as
front of
Sawchuk looked for the tip. Comes along the near wall, but out of the reach of Fasson, they cleared the zone. Both teams change as Fasson hustles back. Swartz sets it up. And Fasson waits. They come cross ice, and it's Peacock losing an edge. Fasson for his D partner, helped by the goaltender. As Maloney's on it. Good pressure here, taking time off that power play. The Rockets, and they work it again back in. And Fasson hustles back. Puck comes loose front of the net. Nobody home. As Fasson works it up the wall. Here's Van Acker around the defensive Fletcher. They ride him out of the play and work at the length of the ice. Hustling on now is Pobor. Pobor with a head up. Straight away, leaves it along the wall. And drifting it in cross ice. The forecheck of Hewitt is there. Hewitt leaves it for Peacock. Peacock looks at the point, still holds. Now he sends it to the point. It's Pobor, shoots, and a save by Rykov. Knocking it down, or gloving it out of the air, is Arsenault. Sends it side of the net. Hewitt works it along, and Fletcher clears the zone. The power play expires. Now there's going to be another penalty, and ridden hard. That should be 2 penalties to the same player as Pobor gets a little bit feisty. And up ends Kinney after the whistle. Korn wins the faceoff. They hold it in at the point. Fletcher lets it go. Korn in the corner. Korn corner. You like that, buddy?
Korn.
Korn in the corner.
Oh, man.
Fletcher.
It's been a
now
long
it's Korn.
weekend. Steve, that's bad for you, buddy.
I know, it's terrible. Weezer works it up along the far wall and into the zone. It's taken there by Michigan State, but not out of the zone as Fletcher holds it in. Korn waits for it. Fletcher still has it. Now Korn, one-timer, and it's deflected on the way through and goes side of the net. Michigan State clears.
Shores had a hard time figuring out where that puck went. Got screened off by his own defender.
Here's Pillmore as he works forward. Van Acker works it along the wall. Here's Korn. Korn now into the same corner. Looks at the point. Drifts it along. They send it top of the circles. Now straight away. Top of the circle. One-timer, and it's kicked away by Schwartz. They look for Neifel. Now it's Kujawa.
Tried that again.
And that same one-timer. And in the face of the players, Pillmore. Pillmore. He's going to throw a punch. Doesn't connect. But they're looking for that same one-timer on Podgorski. And this time, Schwartz makes the save.
Got over in time, read that puck, easy save for him. A shot right into that Michigan State logo on his sweater.
Top line for the Rockets. Back on. Knocked down at the line, but it comes out of zone. Played with a high stick. On Van Acker's clearing attempt. Nearly held in by Kujawa. So we'll have a neutral zone face-off. Sawchuk wins it cleanly. Goldie puts it into the zone. Rykov sets it up. And Bourne forced away from the pressure of Sawchuk. Now Bain has it. Bain leaves it forward, and it's cleared down by Fasson.
Another high stick.
Well, they argue. But Bourne knocks it down with a high stick. So the top line stays out. Podgorski has the puck, leaves it behind the net for Kujawa. Now it's going to be Bourne. Bourne with a burst of speed through the neutral zone. Drifts it off to the far side. Bain has it. Looking for Bourne again. And it's intercepted by McSween. He sends it the length of the ice. Kujawa hustles back. Rykov leaves it. Now Bain has it. Bain through the neutral zone. Stick handles. Gains the line near side. Poke checked by Merritt, but he controls the puck. Looks, centers it, knocked down by McSween. McSween sends it across and a 2-on-1 develops. Into the zone, here's Merritt. Merritt with the puck side of the net, leaves it in front, score!
Goes off the mooring. It's being waved off.
Oh, they wave it off.
No, yeah, that net was already off the moorings by the time the puck was shot.
Good call, buddy. I didn't see that. And
good call by the referee, keeping an eye on the goal.
Right
you look at the ref down low, his responsibility is the goal and the goaltender, and anything below that red line. Good job seeing the goal off of its moorings before the puck shot and crossed the red line. So good call there, Michigan State pleading their case, but it is not going to happen. Michigan State fans not happy with the call either.
So it should be a neutral zone face-up. With 2:04 left in the game, Michigan State hangs on to a 1-goal lead. Peacock in the circle, wins it cleanly. Newton has it, rifles it into the zone. Picking it up there is Textor. Textor moves it up for Fletcher. Now given away into the right in front of the net and a score!
Kind of an easy goal for Fletcher.
Or his second goal.
Juhas.
Juhas, yep, second goal of the game. That might be the cake's icing, buddy.
The problem with this, though, I mean, Michigan State has allowed a lot of goals, so, I mean, you need Montclair State in their game at 4:30 to give up about
10 goals.
10 goals for them to come back, for Michigan State to have a shot.
ASU has to win, I believe, or lose, I can't remember. Peacock sends one in, it's gloved by Rykov. Who has to win that game?
Arizona State would
has to win, yeah.
Yeah, so Arizona State would need to win.
By 10 goals.
Yeah, basically Arizona State has to win by 10 goals. Montclair State has to give up
10 goals. Is that what it is?
10 goals, basically.
Okay.
Actually, no. Yeah, so actually, I believe Michigan State is officially out. That's number 35, Carl Langens, who's come in. I believe he's a senior. Getting him final action before Michigan State's.
They switch it up and Langens in.
Season comes to an end. Either amount of goals that Michigan State has given up, I don't see them advancing to the semifinal, even if Arizona State does win.
Send a puck toward the net. It's knocked down at the defense. Here's Pillmore. Pillmore looking forward, has it poke checked, and here's Van Acker. Van Acker spins back into his own zone and sends it across. Suleski works it up along the wall, absorbs a check, but makes the play. And here's Malone. Now Suleski. Suleski absorbs another check, throws a slash at Pillmore. Poke check there by Van Acker. Now Pillmore. And they clear the zone. It's going to be Jones, sends it cross ice for Kinney. And Kujawa, beautiful pass to Pillmore. Look, shoots, and a save by Langens. So at 52 seconds left, we'll have a face-off to the right of Langens. Drifting in his Bain, wins it back. Drifted up along the wall for Merritt. Not out of the zone, and Langen's forced to make another save, and it's a beauty off the blocker. Chopped out by Goldie. Ends up in the player's box. And 36 seconds. Right after the game.
Looks like we might be having a timeout being called. Or I don't know.
I'm just trying to determine the position of the faceoff. They're wondering if it was deflected by Goldie as he chopped it in the corner there.
The Michigan State fan just wanting this game to end.
That's right.
Now.
Me too. McSween's going to win that faceoff. They work it into the corner. Battling there is Goldie. Now McSween and Goldie. Nevertheless, they hold it in. They're the Rockets. The puck's loose. Now they clear it out. McSween's going to hustle after it there. McSween on it. Late developing 2-on-1 is Forrester in front of the net. McSween can't get him the puck. Net
They
comes
came
off the
the
mooring
again. This was in an 80s movie, huh?
Nobody.
Oh, that took a weird bounce.
Forrester's going to hold the puck in with 10 seconds left. They still battle. And McSween's going to force it. Now looks for a centering pass. It's taken there by the Rockets into the neutral zone with 1 second. And the whistle will sound. Now a little bit of scrum comes in
we might have some
after the
post.
whistle. As a hard check by Suleski as he comes in and knocks two guys down. Goldie was there as well. The teams will separate. And that will be the conclusion of our broadcast. We look for you Michigan State fans to join us at Utah State University Aggies. The Aggies in Logan, Utah next year should be an interesting matchup.
Great season for both teams. I mean, Michigan State battled. I mean, unfortunately, they're not going to advance into the semis because of goal allowance. But Toledo played hard. They didn't win in this tournament, but I mean, great game here. Gave a great effort. Couple bad bounces didn't go for Toledo, but a great game.
And an excellent hockey game for Boza Echeverry. I'm Steve Coleman and my son Lane Coleman on the camera. Thanks for joining the broadcast.
We invite you to stick around for the Liberty New York University game coming up in just about 25 minutes here on Utah Hockey Game Day Live. So hope you guys have a good day, and we'll see you later.
Picture, buddy. Take a picture for me, please. Let's get on the camera. Good.